Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled bird scattered throughout the four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening to you. I say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson on the brother Khadashio from the GMS Chicago camp, coming back at you with another lesson through the Spirit. And as you can see, the title of the lesson, it says Amalek is on the hot seat. Okay, and before we get into these different clips and videos, let's bring out a precept, man, because this is really prophecy that these doubles and these Edomites, especially Amalek, this is prophecy that they're being exposed and being shown before the whole world that not only are they liars, but they're hypocrites and they're also devil worshippers, man. All right, these Edomites are nasty, okay? And this is all shameful spewing. This is Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered." So they're being exposed. Their privates, everything that they do in privacy, in the dark, is now coming to the light. All right, their foreskin is being uncovered, so they're being exposed. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. The fact that these Edomites are being grilled and exposed for their welfare, the fact that they're lying about the things that they be talking about when it comes to politics. For example, Tucker Carlson is asking Mike Huckabee about Amalek, okay? Because, about 2 years ago, when that whole October 7th situation happened, you had BB Milikowski that basically said that, the Palestinians were Amalek. So they're being exposed on everything, man. They're being exposed and being asked if they really belong on the land. They're being exposed for the welfare that they're involved in. All right, you had this video that was just posted a day ago by Tyler Oliveira, and it basically goes into how Amalek are basically the biggest welfare babies in America. Okay? Let me play this clip real quick first, man, because these Edomites are welfare babies, man. All right? They're the biggest recipients of welfare. All right?
People think, therapy can't help me. What are your thoughts about that?
Freaking stupid
Therapy
ass
helps
ad.
different people.
Salakia.
So this is their way of, listen, I know you're frustrated about some of the things we focused on. Is that kind of what I'm getting at? Sure. So give me some examples of how things were misconstrued. Yeah, what did I get that was wrong?
So it's not necessarily misconstrued. Well, it is misconstrued. There's a lot of it that's, you'll cut a lot of it, cut out different words, make it sound a lot worse than it is. There's a lot of people here that are on welfare. A lot of people are in Section 8. A lot of people that are on a bunch of different WIC, food stamps, stuff like that.
Sure.
If you go to any low-income communities, you're going to see that. They're all going to be on the different welfares.
Okay, so they were on.
And when he says low income, who do you think he's talking about, man? These Edomites and these Amalekites always want to bring up Jake. They always want to talk about low income communities. They're talking about you black and brown people, man, which you're not black and brown. You're the real Israelites. But here it is, these fake chosen people that are pretending to be the real Israelites. All right, calling themselves Jews, calling themselves Orthodox Jews and this, that, and the third. They're Amalek. And they're the biggest recipients of welfare in America.
Fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
no bit of denying that.
Okay.
But again, it's the way you say it, it's the way you twist it, the way you...
How did I twist it?
Not twist it, again,
How did
twist
I-
it's the wrong
I'm
word.
just trying to understand where you're coming from.
Growing up in an extremely... Dude, no.
The insufferable hug. See, you say I misrepresent, and then they do that, like, come on.
I'm not saying they're all good people. It's like I said, wherever you
A
go,
lot
there's
of
going to be
people
the
are still
idiots. There's always going to be the assholes wherever you go.
I totally get it.
You talk about the community. It feels like you're trying to create a narrative that you did not find.
And the crazy thing is, when you watch the video that this guy made, he basically just went and exposed um how these Amalekites are basically the biggest recipients of welfare. And even though you had that whole Somalian situation with the Somalians being exposed in Minnesota and how they're, ultimately, taking in a lot of welfare and doing all these different things. When this came out, look at that, man. 4.8 million views. And a lot of these different people, they got mad because of how they were portrayed, man. Look at the thumbnail. It says inside the New York town invaded by welfare addicted Jews. So when these Amalekites saw that video, they basically got mad at this Tyler Oliveira dude, man. And he's trying to say that
I'm not saying they're all good.
He's basically trying to say this dude is trying to create a narrative, but no, that shameful spewing is on their glory, man. They're being exposed as fucking liars, hypocrites, all right? Molech worshippers, blood drinkers, all types of weird shit, man.
I'm not saying they're all good people.
I totally get it.
You talk about a community. It feels like you're trying to create a narrative that you did not find. You found people that are on welfare that have a lot of kids, but your headline did wrote welfare addicted Jews.
What is your frustration? I'm curious. Welfare dependent, welfare reliant, welfare addicted. What's the difference? Tell me. They need it to survive, and without it, they die. What is the difference?
It's addictive to bait click. That's an addiction.
That's an addiction?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you addicted to being a victim or what?
No.
The Goyim were great.
So as you can see, man, Amalek is on the hot seat. The whole world is rising up against these devils, man. Everybody's asking them the right questions and they're stumped. They can't answer it. Now let's look at this Mike Huckabee and Tucker Carlson interview, man. Because look at how he starts grilling this fucking devil, man. And these devils always talk about they got the highest IQ, the highest understanding. They're the most articulate. They know all the fancy words. They got the best science, the greatest technology, the greatest minds. They single-handedly civilized the world, right? But they can't even answer a fucking question. This nigga says, I don't know or understand what you're trying to get at. Just watch this, man.
Lived. Maybe in the entirety of the world, there are about 16 million Jews total. And 8 million of them live here. The rest live mostly in New York or South Florida and a few other places.
Yeah, and most of them that are in New York, I wouldn't be surprised if 100% of them are on welfare. Okay? They're on fucking welfare. They're on food stamps. They're on Section 8. Housing. All right? These fucking Amalekites, they're on Section 8, bro. These fucking Amalekites, they're getting food stamps.
Okay. So this is a small population of people. They have connection to this land, historically, biblically.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
If Bibi's family, we know they lived in Eastern Europe. There's no evidence they ever lived here. He's not religious.
But
in what sense?
How do we know that?
Do you have his family tree? No, we don't.
Do you?
He doesn't. So no one does. That's the point. So how do we know that he has any connection to this land at all?
And if there has been a practice of Judaism and a connection to the language, the Bible, the land.
His ancestors didn't. He doesn't practice Judaism in any rigorous way. His ancestors didn't live here. They didn't speak the language, and there's no evidence they ever lived here. So on what basis does he have a right to be here?
Very much speaks the language. He has fought for the land.
And first of all, these people do not speak the ancient Paleo Hebrew, man. They speak Yiddish. All right? That's what they speak, man. They do not speak Hebrew. They speak Yiddish. Matter of fact, let's go to Elder Malcolm's channel because Elder Malcolm always brings it out, man. And I'm pretty sure I could find one of his videos where he got the definition of it on the screen. All right, these people do not speak Hebrew, man. They speak Yiddish. All right, and that's a combination of Slavic and let me see if I got it on my thing. Cause I remember I took a screenshot of it, but if it don't come up, I'm gonna see if I can find it on Elder Malcolm's channel. Salakia if I can't. I just want to find it real quick because I know that he has put it as a thumbnail for his lessons before. I remember. Let me see. Maybe in the live. Let's see over here. These Amalekites are being exposed, man. And it's beautiful to watch them being exposed. It's beautiful to see them get grilled on these different topics, man. They can't really answer the question. Man, I can't really find it, but Lord willing, if I do find it after the lesson, I'm gonna put a screenshot of it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's in this one of these the critical race theory. Oh no, that's the Eurasian. Oh man, let's see. Babak Shah, bear with me. Oh, is it this one? I think he brings it out in this lesson. Oh, I gotta bring this out, man. It says Yiddish. It says a kind of mixed German and Hebrew language spoken by Jews and written or printed in Hebrew characters. So it's literally not even Hebrew. It's literally a mix of German and Slavic and Polish and all these different weird ass fucking bastard languages, man. So no, you're wrong, Mike Huckabee. Bibi Netanyahu is not speaking the Hebrew. All right, so we're deducting a point for that.
His family has
I
fought
feel
for
like
the
you're
land.
dodging a
No, I'm not
very
dodging.
obvious question, which is where does this right come from? And the
I've-
reason
I've
it's
given you
meaningful
that
is
answer.
because there are a lot of people in the territory that Israel controls today, particularly in the West Bank, who, through genetic testing, we can know their families have been here for thousands of years. We don't know whether they practiced Judaism, whether they were Samaritans, pre-Islam. We don't know that. A lot of them we know have been Christians for 2,000 years. They have less of a right to the land than someone whose ancestors, the only thing we know about them is they lived in Latvia or Poland. They're Eastern European. How does that work?
They're Jewish.
By what definition?
This nigga just said they're Jewish. They have no explanation, man. It's just a political construct. Okay, and when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai comes back, he's going to destroy all political constructs, man. Every single political construct, every political identity that Esau Edom has created in these last days to masquerade behind and hide his real identity is all going to be destroyed, man. Starting with Babylon the Great and the state of Israel, man. The Lord is going to destroy those fucking wicked ass kingdoms, man. And he's going to put down all you Edomites. Okay, and you Edomites are going to go into slavery. You could say that you're the chosen people all you want, but you don't line up with the prophecies. You don't line up with what the scriptures actually say about the Israelites. You line up with what the scriptures say about Amalek and Esau Edom because you are the Edomites.
They're Jewish by their
But how do we know they have any
ethnicity.
connection
They're
to
Jewish
the
by
Jews
their
of the,
faith. They're
of the
Jewish
Bible?
by the connection to the language. Jewish by the connection to the Torah.
And how are they Jewish by in connection to the language? We literally just read that they speak Yiddish, man, which is a kind of mixed of German and Hebrew language spoken by the Amalekites and written and printed in Hebrew characters. And really, those aren't the real Hebrew characters, man. Those are the Assyrian Hebrew characters, man. Okay? The real Hebrew was written in the Phoenician style, all right? The Paleo-Hebrew style. All right, when you go into the relics of the Maccabean era, when you look at the coins from that era, you have Yerushalayim written in Paleo-Hebrew. Okay, you go back to the coins from the time of Hezekiah and you look at the seal of Hezekiah, and the seal of Hezekiah has Paleo-Hebrew. Okay, when you look at the Mesha Stele, all right, the inscription, it's written in Paleo-Hebrew. So, look, man, these Edomites, that are in the land right now, these Amalekites, they're not speaking the real language. They have no connection to that land. And they really have hijacked the identity of the real Israelites, man. They have no connection to that land. And they're being exposed for it. They're being exposed for how fucking broke they are, how greedy they are, how nasty they are, how devilish they are, how smelly they are, how weird they are. Man, matter of fact, bro. Let's look up. Let's go. Let's see, man. Let's see. Let's look up. Let's look at this, man. It says Metziza Bepe is a controversial J-ish ritual circumcision practice where a mohel uses their mouth to directly suck blood from the circumcision wound. So what do? They be sucking baby penises, bro. That's what the fuck these people be doing. And that's what you Christians be thinking is the chosen people, man. All right? They be sucking baby penises, bro. You got to say it flat out. That's what the fuck these people be doing, man. All right? They have no connection to the land. And every single practice and how they interpret the scriptures and all of that is all fucking off, man. Matter of fact, I got this book called Kabbalah for Dummies. And in the first page, it tells you that these people literally believe that God doesn't have a gender. He's genderless. So these people worship the devil, man. That's some fucking Luciferian shit right there, man. Talking about God doesn't have a gender. That's some Baphomet shit, bro. And that's because these Amalekites pervert everything, man. How the fuck are you going to read the scriptures? You got scriptures like Exodus 15:3 that tells you that Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord is his name. All right. And they take scriptures like that and try to tell you that God doesn't have a gender. Get the fuck out of here, man. Amalek needs to fucking be put into slavery, man. That's what the fuck is gonna happen to these fake Jews, man. They're gonna get put into slavery, straight up. And right now they're at the point where they're being exposed for all the nasty, dirty shit that they do, man. Hey, just last month you had Candace Owens hop on a video, and the same thing that the apostles and elders have been bringing out for years, this bitch brought it out, man. She was going into how these tiny tops are the main ones that were enforcing the slave trade, man. They were the ones that had ownership of the slave ships. So think about that, man. They were the owners of the slave ships. They were the majority of the owners of the plantations. Okay, they're being exposed for being welfare babies. They're being exposed for being devil worshippers and worshiping Moloch and sucking baby penises and all types of shit, man. These fucking people need to go down, man. And if you're, man, look, bro, I'm starting to see more and more why Elder Malcolm will really be on Amalek's ass, bro. These fucking Amalekites need to go down, man. We need to expose these fucking devils, man. These devils have no connection to that land. This is Ezekiel 36:5. It says, therefore thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. And that's what these Edomites have done. They have appointed the land, the holy land, into their possession. And now they think that just because they converted to the religion of Judaism, all right, the Khazarian Empire, it was through King Bulan in the late 8th century that these people converted to the religion of Judaism. And then from there, when the Khazarian Empire fell and they migrated to all throughout Europe and different parts of Russia and so on and so forth, these people think that just because they converted to that religion that somehow they have a connection to the land, they have a connection to the real identity of being an Israelite, but they don't. You have literally hijacked a whole identity to hide who you really are, man. You have taken this land and cast it out for a prey. Look at what these devils are doing in the Holy Land. They're literally just dividing it, all right? Then, literally doing all these weird things on it, man. Pink City, white steak, all this weird ass shit that these devils be doing, man. Go look up IDF rainbow soldiers. Just go look that up, man. These fucking motherfuckers need to go into slavery, man. Fuck all that welfare shit, man. These motherfuckers need to go into slavery, bro. Just like the scriptures say. And once they build up our kingdom, they're gonna get fucking exterminated, man. This is Numbers 24 and 17. It says, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. And this is a prophecy about who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name actually being Yahushai. He's that star that's gonna come out of Jacob. He's that scepter that the Lord has raised up out of Israel, and he's gonna come very soon to put down these Moabites, destroy the children of Sheth, put Esau into captivity, and fuck up our enemies, man. And look at what it says when you get to verse 19, verse 20. It says, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, which this is who these people are, man. This is Amalek. All right? They have no connection to that land. They're fucking Amalek, bro. It says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So that's the reason why these devils are on the top of everything, man. On the top of the music industry, on the top of the medical industry. Look at how many hospitals got Jewish names. Look at how many all these different fucking Amalekites own hospitals, own schools. They own McGraw-Hill, the fucking, the publishing company that printed your school books. They own that. They own, go look up the Sackler family. Go look up the Sackler family that bribed the FDA to... Salakia, somebody called me. But as I was saying, go look up the Sackler family. Go look up all these different things that these devils promote. All right. They're constantly promoting different things that are destructive to people, man. That are destructive to the so-called Goyim, as they say. All right. These people, go look up Goy slop. Go look up all these different things that these fucking Edomites and these Amalekites be pushing, man. There's a reason why they're the first of the nations, why they're on top. You see? There's a reason why they're behind everything, man. There's a reason why the majority of Congress is in the pockets of AIPAC. Okay? There's a reason why these fucking Amalekites are at the top of everything, and it's because that was prophecy, man. It was prophecy that Amalek would be the first of the other nations, man. But his latter end is going to be that he perishes forever. And that's what we're coming into right now, man. We're coming into the time where this devil is being exposed. He's being outed out for the weirdo that he is, for the devil worshiper that he is, for the fucking fraud that he is. And very soon we're about to see his destruction, man. Just like the scriptures say, we're about to see this devil go into fucking slavery, man. Straight up. And you Mexicans want to be like the white man so bad. You want to be like the fucking Esau so bad. Man, Esau's going to be our fucking slave, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Jake-ass is weak as fuck, man. Wanting to be like the white man. That shit weak as fuck, man. I'm trying to be like an Israelite, bro. I'm trying to be like my forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I don't know what the fuck you niggas are talking about. Weak-ass niggas want to be like these fucking baby penis-sucking ass Edomites, man. Fuck that shit, man. That shit weak as fuck. Straight up, man. We're about to see the downfall of our enemies, and we're watching it as we speak, man, in 4K. This is Baruch 4 and 24. It says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For thine enemy has persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So that's what's going to happen, man. All right. The whole world has seen our enemies persecute us. They've seen our downfall, but very shortly we're going to see their destruction and we're going to tread upon their necks. And they're going to be our slaves, man. And they're going to build up our kingdom. And their children are going to build up our kingdom. Matter of fact, the scriptures say that we're going to sell your children. Just like how you sold our children, we're going to sell your children. Straight up just like that, man. I can't wait till I get you Edomites into slavery, man. I can't wait. Matter of fact, the scripture says, happy shall he be that dasheth thy little ones against the stones. So when Yahushua comes to destroy you devils, man, that's going to be a happy day for us, man. You Edomites are about to get fucking destroyed, man. And good riddance, man. Fuck these devils, bro. Amalek needs to go, man. Straight up, bro. Fuck Amalek. So with that, Lord willing, this was a edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ruchak, Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom and Abba Ball.